I translated for you guys. And so on set TV3 to say this, Neymar, I know that, okay, look, again, remember, the translation is not that good. Like Twitter is horrible in terms of like translating, but it says Neymar went crazy to Neymar is basically crazy to return to Barcelona, and Xavi does not hide his desire to have it. So this is basically saying Neymar is crazy to come back to Barcelona, and Xavi Hernandez has the desire to bring this player in. I'm gonna make this very quick. First of all, Neymar, right? When it comes to Neymar being crazy to return back to Barcelona, we have been hearing this since 2019. This is nothing new. This is recycled news. I do not think that this is going to be happening. Xavi Hernandez, the only reason why Once TV3 are saying that Xavi does not hide the desire to have Neymar Jr., that is only because they're going based off what Xavi Hernandez did say back in 2019 when the journalist asked him, hey, who would you sign if you were the coach of FC Barcelona? What wingers would you sign? No, they asked him, who would you sign? And then Xavi Hernandez said, Xavi Hernandez basically said, if I signed players and I was a coach of FC Barcelona, I would sign wingers. So maybe Gnabry, maybe Sané, maybe Neymar. And that is when everyone's like, oh my God. So if Xavi does join Barcelona, he's most likely going to be signing Neymar Jr. And that is why something like this, right? This right here is coming up. That they try to put these things together to put a story. So maybe before he became the coach of Barcelona, maybe he did admire Neymar and that he did believe that Neymar would be a perfect fit, because at that time we only had Ansu Fati, who was barely coming up, and there was no such thing as Ferran Torres. Now we're in a completely different situation where we really do need to question, is Neymar actually necessary in the team that we do see today? The Barcelona team that we see today. Most likely, we're going to be having Dembele with us, Rafinha with us on the right wing together. On the left wing, we're going to be having, I don't know what's going to happen with Memphis, but let's just put him into this conversation. Memphis, Ferran, Ansu on the left wing. Striker position, Aubameyang, Lewandowski. Where does Neymar fit in something like this? Neymar doesn't fit in today's Barcelona. Maybe when Xavi was asked that, maybe yes, because there was not really a future in this squad, and that we were in a time where we're like, oh my God, let's spend like 200 million euros on Neymar. Let's bring all these stars in. Let's vibe together. You know, like no tactics, all vibes. Something that I always say, but it's not gonna happen. There's no way. And also, Neymar's way too expensive. Way too expensive. Wages are like at 50 million euros or like 30 million euros per season. Even if you cut half, it's still too expensive. There's no way. Right? Only a team like maybe City and itself, PSG, where he's at right now, can afford his wages. And sportingly, there's no place. And I don't think that PSG are going to make it easy at all to let go of Neymar at all. Like PSG do not have a good relationship with Barcelona. And I know that, you know, he has a contract until 2027. We're talking about years from now. What year are we in? 2022. We're talking about 5 years from now. 5 years. Do you know how expensive Neymar is going to be if someone tries to buy Neymar right now? Do you think that Neymar is actually worth 50 million euros because of his age? He's not, right? I know that the transfer market is probably saying that he's worth 50 million euros. PSG would say otherwise. They'll try to make a case on why Neymar is worth more than 50 million euros, right? So let's really think about what we're doing here. It's just not going to happen. I don't think that. Let me see his market value. Neymar right now, okay, market value is 82.50 million euros. PSG will make a case to Barcelona that he's worth way more than that, and that if you want him, even though he's 30 years old, give us 140 million euros. Joan Laporta will say, "Ha, hey, right? Like we're gonna buy Neymar for 130 million euros, and he's going to be turning 31 by next year." PSG would not make it easy. He has a contract that expires in 2025, and then there's like an extra like 2 optional years for like whatever, right? So there's no way. It's too early, and he just renewed, which is crazy. I don't know what Neymar was thinking when he renewed with PSG. Like, does he not want to go somewhere else? So it says here, player option 1 year. So they could extend it for 1 year, 2 years. But what was he thinking? Like, if he ever wants to leave, he won't. PSG will make it really hard. PSG is a team that's well known to keep you prisoned. So it's not going to happen. There's no way. The only team I see capable of buying Neymar away from PSG would be City itself. Maybe Leicester City, right? Leicester City. Or not Leicester City. Newcastle. That's been one of the options. Newcastle, but it's not gonna happen, right? It puts a smile on my face because I'm so confident that Neymar will never be a Barcelona player ever. It's not gonna happen, and if it does, it's gonna break the internet. Like if Neymar joins Barcelona this summer, it's gonna break the internet, my friends. Is it gonna be a bad thing for us to have Neymar? It's not, right? He's gonna bring goals, he's gonna bring assists, he's gonna most likely get the majority amount of minutes, but at what cost? Like the type of character Neymar has turned, yeah, I would say is a little toxic for the locker room. We need a healthy environment in Barcelona. I remember back in 2016 when Luis Enrique took out Neymar from the game around like the 65th minute. Neymar's like, "What the hell? Why you take me off?" He's like, get out of here. And Lucho was trying to tell him like, "Hey, like this is not the time." He's like, I don't want to hear it. That's the type of character Neymar is. Unfortunately, right? But I'm not saying that he's a bad player, but it's just who he is, and we don't need that. We really don't need that in Barcelona. I'm super fine with growing Ansu and Ferran Torres on the left. If you tell me, he can play in the center forward position, he could, but I'm okay with having Lewandowski for the next 3 years, and then maybe in the future, in 3 years, maybe try to pursue for Erling Haaland, right? Try to pursue for Darwin Nunez, try to pursue for maybe Lautaro Martinez, try to pursue for whoever's going to come up in a few years. Jonathan David from Canada, even though I'll hate it because I'm a USA fan, right? But it's not going to happen. All right, guys? I'm sorry to burst your guys' bubbles. Like, man, Kevin, a vibe killer. We want to see Neymar, Samba, whatever. It's not going to happen. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's not going to happen. Okay, so yeah, in 3 years, someone said Palmeiras, the Palmeiras dude, Palmeiras. Yeah, the Endrick, right, is one of the players that Barcelona is trying to sign in 2 years because right now Endrick from Palmeiras in Brazil, he cannot leave Brazil until he turns 18 years old. He's 16 years old. This is exactly what happened with Vinicius and I think Rodrigo. These two players cannot leave Brazil to go to Real Madrid until they turn 18. The same thing is going to go with Endrick. He cannot leave. So Barcelona right now are working on trying to sign this player before anybody else does because City, Real Madrid do want to go for Endrick. There's been talks about Liverpool, Bayern Munich wanting to go for Endrick, and Endrick is a tremendous player, someone who looks like Ronaldo Nazario, El Fenomeno. I'm not trying to overhype this player, but this is a serious talent, and I think that Barcelona should be really focusing on bringing this player in if they want to be very serious on, trying to find that solution on who's going to be the striker, the number 9 for Barcelona after Lewandowski in about 2 or 3 years. In 2 or 3 years, Endrick is going to be 18. So it's the perfect transition. Imagine that. Imagine Endrick and Ansu and Dembele, or Endrick, Ansu, Ferran, Endrick, Ansu, Rafinha, 2 Brazilian players and 1 Spanish. Endrick, Rafinha, Ansu. Oh my God, bro. I'm dreaming right now. Pedri with Xavi and Pablo Torre. Oh my God, bro. I can't wait for this team. Like, the football world does not know what Barcelona is doing. They do not know.